Welcome back, everybody. This is Dave with Spider Monkey Toy, and we're back out at the range. Finally, got a gorgeous day out here. We got a new camera set up because the other one just crapped out. But I am excited for this episode today. Stick around; should be a lot of fun. Alright, so we're back out here at the range, guys, and I got a new one out here. It's not mine personally, it's on loan to the channel. Thank you to our donor for that. But this is the 204 Ruger, and this is the Ruger American Predator Gen 1. And boy, oh boy, you guys know I love my Ruger Americans, and I am excited to shoot this one. I have never done anything with 204 Ruger, and it has me intrigued, and it also has me on the fence a little bit about it, if I'm honest. The rounds themselves, we got a couple different types of ammo. I'm not exactly sure which ones I'm going to shoot today, but we'll show you these ones, these Hornady Super Performance Varmint. If I can get the box open. These are 40 grain VMAX. So, guys, 40 grain's a pretty small bullet, but this thing is moving at like Mach Jesus. I think they claim that these go around, yeah, this thing's claims to be pushing 3,900 feet per second, which is booking it, especially since it's such a tiny little round. You guys can see that. But that is a lot of powder pushing that thing. So this thing is going to be going fast as heck. And today we're going to focus on just seeing what the devastation looks like on various objects that I brought out. We got the good old 2 liters of pop. We got some spaghetti squash, I think. Yeah. Just a couple of things that hopefully we'll get some good action on. If not, that's probably just going to pass right through because it's going so fast. But let's go through a few of the specs and get started. So the rifle itself, guys, here we go. We got the threaded barrel that Ruger usually does. Up top, our donor has on the Arken SH4 Gen 2. So I don't know much about Arken optics, but I've heard very good things. The mag, I'm not sure how many rounds it holds. It has, I think these are those AICS mags. It says 223/ multi-caliber. So we'll try loading this up here and see how many are in it. We're not loaded up here right now, guys. Ruger Americans, pretty standard. But I'm gonna go off my cheat sheet here, guys, because I don't know a ton about these rifles, or about these this rifle in particular. All right, we got the, if I had looked at my notes, I would have seen it's a 10-round magazine. Yeah, we got the moss green synthetic stock. I do believe that's what they put on their Predator models. The scope rail, as with most Ruger Americans, if not all, is already installed. Boy, the bugs are finally coming out. Total overall weight is 6.6 pounds. We have a 1 in 12 twist barrel, so we're gonna have a lot of twist going with those tiny rounds. It's a 22-inch barrel. Overall length is 42 inches. It's a very not compact, but a very light rifle. I'm not seeing anything. The optic puts on a little bit of weight. Same with most, if not all, Ruger Americans. Has the adjustable trigger and that whatchamacallit, that AccuTrigger style with your take up there with your blade. And then, yeah, we might as well see what this one's set at. We got nothing in there. Okay, so this one's not too bad. It's probably at 3.5, maybe 4 pounds. I'm gonna say off the top of my head, guys, that this is a perfect choice for smaller game, maybe medium game like coyotes or whatever. If, I'm not even gonna say if that's your only option to take a deer hunting. Me personally, I wouldn't. That's just me. It's very tiny round. Shot placements, everything, as always. That doesn't matter if it's a small round or a big round. Okay, we are either going to fire off the 40 grain VMAX or this 32 grain VMAX from Fiocchi, whatever you want to call it. Everybody pronounces it different. But first off, we're going to back it up a little bit. We are way too close to the steel for these things that we're going to do. But let's back it up a little bit. Let's ring some steel and just see how it sounds. So we're backed up to about, I would say, probably 40-ish, maybe 50 yards. We're gonna start out with this Fiocchi. I don't think this rifle is sighted in for that. we might have to put it on paper to see exactly where we're hitting when we get to our shooting our actual targets. So loading these is kind of a pain. I don't know much about the AICS mags myself. I haven't used anything that uses AICS mags. I didn't like the way that round felt. Felt like it had a burr on it. But we need to push down in there because you can't just plop it on top. It doesn't quite fit. So you got to push down the round in the front and then slide it back. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just being a big baby, but I like the ones like AR style mags where they just plop on top. I'm not sure how many I loaded in there. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 out of the box. But I know that there's not 7 in there. I think there's 5 in there. So let's go ahead and ring some steel. This should be interesting. I haven't shot this yet. So this will be our first shots together. Apologize in advance. Different camera, another GoPro, but this one's got some different settings on it. So I'm still getting used to it. We got you lined up with the steel. Like I said, I think we're at about 50-ish yards here. So I think we got 5 shots. I don't know if we'll shoot all 5 at the steel. We'll just hit it a few times, see how fast or how hard that's impacting this close with a bullet going that fast. I'm excited to see it. Okay, I don't want to skip over anything on this. If you're not familiar with Ruger Americans, ladies and gentlemen, there's really not much to them. You got your 2-stage trigger there, safe and fire. I was talking about the trigger earlier. Adjustable trigger. You would have to take the lugs out of the stock, take the barrel off, and then there's a screw on the back that you can adjust. But other than that, guys, there's really not much else to these Ruger American synthetic stock. The stocks on the Gen 1s are absolutely terrible, but they get the job done. All right, so we're going to shoot with this AICS mag. See how well this chambers. Hey, that chambered really smooth. All right, let's just hit some steel and see how we like it, how we like the recoil. All right, let's hit the hanging steel since I don't know how hard this stuff's going to swing. Let's go with the left side. All right. Nice solid hit. Definitely took some dust off of the steel target there. It's been a while since we've been out here. All right, let's see if I can hit the middle one and not go through the circle. All right. Again, we took a lot of dust off of that. I'm not having a problem with these cycling out, guys. They're just turning backwards into the chamber. Let's fire one more, see if I can recreate that so I can show you. All right, let's hit that left piece one more time. All right. So I'm gonna rack the bolt just like I have them. All right, that one went out. I just must have been short stroking it. But the brass looks pretty good. We're not getting any dings or anything. Yeah, it looks like we're getting good primer strikes. Brass looks really good. For those of you that reload, save your brass. All right, let's we're gonna put up, and we're gonna stay at this range for the first couple targets, but let's put up some of the targets. Let's put up a couple of, well, I got a couple different types of squashes, so let's put those up and let's see how we do with those. All right, we set up a couple of targets up close. Let's see how many rounds we got left in here. We just got 2 targets up. We got a spaghetti squash. Good. We got 2 shots. 2 shots, 2 targets. We have a spaghetti squash and another type of squash. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we've used it on the channel before. So I'm hoping that when we hit the first one, it doesn't knock the other one down. We're going to go after the right target first. We got the close-up camera going there. Hopefully capture some devastation. It's either going to be that or we're going to be booking it way too fast and it's just going to pass through these veggies and we're not going to have anything happen at all. But I have high hopes. All right, let's go with the spaghetti squash. Holy cow. That was insane. Wow. So if this is a small game prairie dogging coyote, whatever you want to use it for. I'd say it'd do the job. Let's go up and see if we can even find any pieces of that devastation. All right, so the initial devastation of that from way back there, it looked like I just vaporized that spaghetti squash, but this is not the case. But we sawed it right in half. Let's go take a look here. Don't mind the mess back here. We got old targets. But yeah, we just sawed that completely in half. There's the 2 spots there. Wow. Just the absolute velocity of that. Going in and catching something with a semi-liquid center like that. Love it, love it. All right, as far as the other target, I don't think we are going to find much of it. There's chunks of it. We did leave one small chunk up here. We'll leave that there. Oh, here's some up front. Let's come around front here. Yeah, oh boy, these things stink. Not sure what these are. Oh, here, let's look at the name. Kabocha squash? Whatever. Another type of squash. But we absolutely demolished that thing as well. So we got some more targets. Let's, we're going to back it up a little bit. I know everybody's going to be saying, you're way too close for 204. I know. We're going to back it up to about 100 yards and see if we have similar devastation. We have, I think we have one more of those weird green squashes. We have a honeydew and I believe some 2-liters. So let's get them all set up and let's hope we have as much fun with it at 100 yards as we did at 50. We're lined up at about 100 yards and we're going to switch it up a little bit. We got 4 targets out there and I'm almost positive that this rifle in particular is sighted in for this Hornady Super Performance Varmint 40 grain VMAX. So we're going to switch it up to this. So I apologize if you were looking forward to seeing what the Fiocchi does at this distance. We can probably do it again later on. I just don't have enough targets today. But I kind of want to see what this VMAX or this Hornady stuff does. Looks about identical to the Fiocchi. Just a little bit heavier grain. I think the Fiocchi was 32 grain and this is 40 grain. So I don't know if we're gonna get much difference, but we got one of those green squashes. We got a honeydew, which I'm not sure what that's gonna do. See what I did there? We're gonna load up 4 and hope for the best. Forgot the gun case down there. So we're loaded up with 4 rounds of the Hornady 40 grain. We got 2 2-liters of soda down there as well. We're gonna start with the honeydew because that thing was teetering and the breeze is starting to pick up. We're supposed to get some storms here in the next day or so here in Wisconsin. So I did also throw a bipod on here and we're gonna go off the sandbag just to be a little bit more steady back here. Not gonna say at long range, but at a further distance, I just want a little bit more stability. All right, we're gonna start with the honeydew. We do have the close-up camera up there. All right, here we go. Wow. That's why I wanted you guys angled that way so you could see that devastation. Okay, so here's that issue I was having before. I did not short stroke at that time, but if you can see that, it just plopped backwards in the chamber like that. Something to keep an eye on. All right, we got the safety back on because not on the bench. All right, so we got that. Let's go with the other squash that was next to it because I think the 2-liters are gonna make some stuff fall if I shoot those. So here we go. Wow. That's just causing some great devastation up here, or at these 2 distances. All right, I really slammed that one back and it barely ejected. So let's try the 2-liters. A little muddy out here today. Let's go for the far left. Love shooting 2-liters. I'm ejected out, not very well though. Try that last 2 liter. Wow. Yeah, let's go up and take a look, see if there's anything left up there for us to even look at. But from here, wow. Well, coming up too, I realize I need to stop using my phone as my close-up camera, especially when I'm shooting 2 liters. Okay, so the platform is completely clear. We got some devastation back here, though. That's our spaghetti squash from before. Go ahead and take a look around here, see what we can find. We got 1 2 liter there. We got another 2 liter over there. But as far as the honeydew, ladies and gentlemen, that thing is gone. It did sure seem like it vaporized when we shot it. Oh wait, there's a chunk right there. But that's about it. As far as the other squash, looks like we sawed it right in half again. Chunks over there, a little bit of carnage everywhere. I am thoroughly impressed by that. All right, everybody, there you have it. The Ruger American 204 Ruger. Kind of seems redundant to say it like that, but the 204 Ruger is the round Ruger American 204. That's what we were shooting today. What do you guys think of it? Man, I am thoroughly impressed. We didn't go over the recoil much. My apologies. Just trying to get a... Oh, I'm trying to soak up this weather out here. But yeah, the recoil, extremely manageable. It's just like shooting... Oh, jeepers. I don't even know what to really compare it to. It's... Well, if you've ever shot a 223, it's less than that. Great velocity out of these rounds. I'm very impressed. We'll have to try this a few tests at further distances. We're definitely going to get out here and do a group test once I get a few more types of ammo. We only got the 2 types right now. Both seem to shoot very accurately at the distances we were at, 50 and 100 yards. It should. But I am just absolutely impressed with this. What did you guys think? Have you shot the 204? Would you shoot 204? Do you have a purpose for it? All right, everybody, there you have it. This is Dave with Spider Monkey 2A. Give us a like, maybe share this video. I hope you subscribe. Make sure you turn on that bell for notifications so you know when the videos are coming out, and hit that super thanks button if you feel like supporting the channel. That's the easiest way to do it. And as always, thanks for stopping by.